Okay, here we have it. We have section 4 of the PSAT Math Practice Test. This is going to be a very fast, quick review. If you would like more thorough explanations of the problems, I would suggest going to the second video and re-watching any of the problems that you need a more thorough explanation on. Here we go. Number 1, Tyra subscribes to an online gaming service that charges a monthly fee of $5 plus 25 cents per hour. It is C. A grocery store sells a brand of juice in individual bottles and in packs of 6 bottles. On a certain day, the store sold a total of 281 bottles of the brand of juice, of which 29 were sold individually. Subtract that and divide by 6, and you will get the number of packs of bottles. Number 3, it wants to know between which 2 months did it have the largest absolute value or change in rainfall. Here looks like the steepest part of the graph, and it goes from 5 to 2.5, so that would be a change of 2.5 inches. Number 4, a rectangular has a perimeter length width. Perimeter is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. It wants it solved in terms of L, so we need everything equal to length. So subtract 2w from both sides. P minus 2w equals 2L. Then divide by 2 on both sides, and we get P minus 2w over 2. Number 5, which ordered pair xy satisfies the system of equations? We need either x's or y's to cancel out. I'm going to rewrite the first one exactly as is, and then multiply the second one by 2 to get the x's to cancel out. Then I'm going to subtract the second one. The x's just become 0. Negative y minus 4y is negative 5y. Subtract a negative here, that becomes a positive 4, so we just get 10. Divide by negative 5. Y equals negative 2. The only solution with a negative 2 as the y coordinate is C. Number 6, a soda company is filling bottles of soda from a tank that contains 500 gallons of soda. At most, how many 20-ounce bottles can be filled from the tank? Okay, so here we're in gallons, and we need to change it to ounces. So multiply by 128 ounces per gallon. That would give us 64,000 ounces. Take the 64,000, divide it by 20 ounces per bottle, and you get 3,200 bottles. Number 7, a car traveled at an average speed of 80 miles per hour for 3 hours. So you can multiply that by the time to get the number of miles traveled of 240 miles. The car consumed fuel at a rate of 34 miles per gallon, approximately how many gallons? So you can take the total miles, divide by the miles per gallon, and you'll get the number of gallons, which comes out to 7 using calculator. I'm going to use my cheat sheet here so I don't spend time using the calculator. 7.059 gallons, which would be 7. Number 8, we are going to find the slope of 2 points. Slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. For our points, we have x1, y1, x2, y2. We will plug the numbers in. 4 minus 1 is 3. Here we have add the opposite. 4 halves, which simplifies to 2. 3 over 2 is our slope. Here it says the scatter plot above shows the widths and the heights of 12 types of rectangular envelopes. What is the width in inches of the envelope represented by the data point that is farthest from the line of best fit? Not shown. Draw the line of best fit. The one furthest from it is here, and the width is 7. 10. A high school basketball team won exactly 65% of their games. In order for it to be exactly 65%, we have to have a whole number. So we're going to multiply this by 0.65, multiply each one of them by 0.65, and see which ones come out to a whole number. This comes out to a decimal of, where is it? 14.3, so that can't be the answer. This one comes out to a whole number, 13. 11.7 can't be the answer, and 9.1. The only one that comes out to a whole number is B. 11. Here we have a coffee shop is running a promotion where a number of free coffee samples are given away each day. The equation above can be used to model the number of free coffee samples. Why? So these are free samples. That remain to be given away X days, so X is days. What does it mean that 0 is the solution? Well, X is your days, Y is the samples, so it must mean there's no samples left. During the promotion, 11 samples are given away each day. No, there's 11 days. It takes 11 days during the promotion to see 1,200. Nope, that's not what it's about. It takes 11 days during the promotion until none of the samples are remaining. That is correct. Number 12, which scatter plot shows a negative association that is not linear? Negative is when it goes down to the right, but it can't be linear. So here we see a negative association that is linear. Here we see one that's a negative association that is not linear. 13, here we have a histogram. Histograms show frequency and intervals. It says the histogram above shows the distribution of the heights in meters of 26 pyramids in Egypt. Which of the following could be the median height of the 26 pyramids represented in the histogram? Well, the median is the middle number. So it would be, with 26 pyramids, it would be between the 13th and 14th pyramid. Here we have 3 pyramids in this column. We have 12 pyramids in this column, 4 in this column, 1 here, 2 here, and 2 here. So the 13th and 14th must fall in this column. And that means it must be this right here. It's the only one that falls in between 45 and 60, is the 48 meters. Okay, here we have some data here, and this data is used for the next 3 problems. It says, which of the following is closest to the percent of those surveyed who had a summer job? So 59 have a summer job out of 170 kids total. That divides out to 0.347, multiplied by 100 to get 34.7%. 15. In 2012, the total population of individuals in the United States who were between 14 and 17 years old was 17 million. If the survey results are used to estimate information about summer employment of teenagers across the country, which of the following is the best estimate of the total number of individuals between 16 and 17 years old in the United States who had a summer job? Well, in this chart, 16 and 17, there's 39 out of 170 kids surveyed that have a summer job. So we can take that percentage and multiply it by the 17 million. And that comes out to 3,900,000 kids. 16. Based on the data, how many times more likely is it for a 14 or 15-year-old to not have a summer job than it is for a 16-year-old or 17-year-old to not have a summer job? Well, 69 out of 89 14 to 15-year-olds do not have a summer job, and 42 out of 81 16 to 17-year-olds do not have a summer job. So divide this out, we get 77.5% and 51.9%. We're going to divide those to find out how many times more likely it is for 14 or 15-year-olds. Divide this here, and we get 1.49 times. So our answer is C, 1.5 times more likely. And now I'm going to pause this here, and we'll start